we have an absolute cracker, a mouth-watering Sunday treat for you with India taking on England. And how important is it? Not just because we follow India so closely and we are the host nation up against them, but it's in the context of where we stand at this stage. For England, they simply have to win. India, of course, can afford not to win and they're still pretty much secure in that top four. But for England, it's going to be do or die.
Yeah, it's do or die too.
Who would have thought?
Do or die, and they're playing away from home because they're playing in Birmingham, where 80% of the crowd will be England in any case.
Yeah, they're going to be under the impression that they're playing at home, but they're actually playing an away game tomorrow.
They know that. They are
very aware of it. I think every team that plays India in their home country, are going to feel like they're playing an away game when they play India. And I remember back in 2007, this is like 12 years ago, we were playing South Africa at Durban, and it felt like we were playing at home, man. So it's 2019. We've reached places away from home.
Yeah, we've added 200 million more to our population.
Yes.
Yeah, the English should be regretting invading us 250 years
look
ago.
where we are going now.
Straight back to Plassey, 1757.
Yeah, but they'd be regretting it tomorrow. They'd be like, why did we invade that country?
Imagine discussing that at a team meeting. Can we actually go back and fix things?
That bloody Robert Clive.
Yes.
Meet Jafar. Why did you have to pay him money? Why did you bribe him? Go back again, change it.
We're talking geography lessons. We've gone straight into a history lesson.
It's really late right now. You can tell, right? Because we're really sliding into different subjects right now.
But I think with England, they're sliding all over the place because it's not just their performances, the kind of things they've been saying, that Johnny Bairstow quote, having lost Jason Roy, but they're expecting to have him back. So that'll be the one piece of good news they'll cling on to.
They'll cling on to Jason Roy. I'm sure they'll cling on to Jason Roy. They'll probably like to come in there tomorrow, bat first, put something there. Vince has been looked out of form, and then the problem is, even when he was looking slightly better, he got a complete Jaffa from Stark. A ball like that anyone can get. It's very difficult to face. So yeah, that's what I see happening tomorrow. They'll look to get Jason Roy and they'll look to bat just to calm their nerves, because I don't think this English batting side wants to be under the pump chasing 300.
As a cricketer, I feel for Jason, James Vince, because you're there as a player to play for your country at the highest stage and the best tournament in the world, and you go out there with all the right intentions. You prepared well. You're in good form before the tournament, and you go out there and you get a chance because your mate is injured. You want to make up for the gap that for the amount that he scores. You go out there with the right intentions and you get the kind of jaffas that you get from Mr. Stark, and you got to feel for the guy. You really hope that a guy like him is still kept on after the World Cup, because sometimes when teams do badly or when they lose momentum and they suddenly lose and they're out of the tournament, there's lots of chopping and changing, and you really hope that for his sake, because any as a cricketer, I feel that you sympathize with someone who goes into the right intention and doesn't end up scoring. I feel for that guy.
So, but either way, we know we feel for him, but it's likely to be, if all is fit, and that's what we're hearing, that Jason Roy will walk straight in, not expecting any other changes. With Team India too, it's been a fairly solid, settled combination, a winning combination too. Yes, Rishabh Pant is now in the mix, and there have been a few murmurs about getting him in as that X factor, but it's probably not quite that time. Had this happened maybe 3-4 matches earlier, are we talking about disturbing anything there? Bhuvi might be fit, but that's the big conundrum.
He might be fit, but he's just taken 8 wickets in 2 matches? It's a tough call to replace Shami at this point in time, especially the way he's been bowling. See, one is the wickets.
Shami and Berendorf are not going anywhere from those respective teams.
They aren't, but you can't. There's no like-for-like matchup with Bhuvi and Nathan Coulter-Nine. With all due respect, I think Bhuvi's bowling brilliantly at this point in time. Nathan far less so. But I think that you won't make a change in that, and knowing the leader that Virat has been since the start of this tournament, or a little early before that, that he will back his players. That he will back Vijay Shankar right now, and I don't think he will leave Vijay Shankar out for Rishabh. I'd be very surprised if that happens.
Do you think Bhuvi coming in?
No, very hard, unless they think of giving Jasprit a break and Bhuvi plays. Otherwise, I don't see him coming.
I wouldn't want to do that if you end up losing the game.
They won't do that. They won't do that. India is waiting for the cue against their name, and I think that tomorrow's victory will be the cue against that board.
And of course, Vijay Shankar, that Robin just mentioned, Virat has backed him at the press conference, and that's going to be.
Yeah, he's publicly backed him. So I mean, the only thing he can possibly do is maybe send Dhoni in at 4. and
I hope
bat-
I hope that happens. I truly hope that happens, Joyda. I
We've been
really hope
advocating that from day one.
MS comes in at number 4 because he's the best guy to soak up that pressure. No one does it better than him in world cricket. I can go on a limb and say that no one handles pressure better than MS does. Virat's right up there. Virat's got his own way of dealing it, but this one really absorbs the pressure. Virat has a way of taking that pressure and throwing it back on the opponents. MS doesn't do that. He really, like, it's like, you know, that teasing boundary where the fielder has to run along with the ball right to the boundary line and then lose it at the line. It's like that. MS is like that. That would be a definition for MS and how he absorbs pressure.
I've not heard that particular analogy before. I think it's absolutely spot on.
He truly makes you feel like, you know, oh, you're in with a chance, you're in with a chance, you're in with a chance, and you're like, damn, it's gone. It's like that.
So I don't think there's any doubt as to who are the favourites going in for tomorrow for a variety of reasons. Nothing patriotic about it either.
Absolutely. No, nothing patriotic about it. But I think England will throw the kitchen sink at India, and that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Because they'll go hard.
Yeah.
And that'll be good to watch. So it'll be a great game of cricket. I would be interested in seeing what India does if they win the toss. I think India will bat as well, but it'll be interesting.
Yes. Robin mentioned the Q against the name. Yes, that's what India want. There's going to be plenty of queues at the ground because we know the crowds that come in there to support India. There'll be about 10 Englishmen as well supporting them. But there's another person who is wanting you to queue up to play against him. And this time he said, because it's a big game, he's going to send out a message to all of you. Listen to this.
Hello to all the players of my 11 circle as I sit in Birmingham at Edgbaston a day before the game. It's a very warm day in England, and the weather temperature has gone a lot higher than what it was last week, and it's going to have an effect on the game. You saw the game last day here where the ball was spinning square, and I think that's going to be a problem for England in this game. So England will have to be very careful of what surface they provide against India tomorrow. It's a do or die game for them. If they win, they stay afloat in the competition. If they don't, then they're out of this. So it's a big game for them. So I will be very keen to look forward on the surface tomorrow. But overall, it's a very hot day and it's going to have an effect tomorrow. It's a lot cooler tomorrow, but today is a lot hotter. So all those who are playing in my 11 circle, you'll very soon get to know what Dada's team is. So keep competing with Dada's team and hopefully you will get the better of Dada.
Dada, chashma kothay, Dada? Where are your specs?
Dada looks so cute, no? He's like holding you can know that he's holding the phone up here and he's doing it, you know. It's not like he's placed the phone somewhere and like doing it. He's so cute. It's just adorable. Just that video is so cute, man.
It is. But the only one thing that I didn't agree, and he shouldn't have said it, is that you're going to get to know Dada's team. He keeps it a very well guarded secret. He's not going to let you his team because of the promise that he's made. That is, of course, hashtag Dada Ka Wada. And why are we saying that? Let's remind you. This is why. How do you play My 11 Circle for any first-timers? And I doubt there are any first-timers out there. In case you are, that's where you've got to go. Select the match. India versus England. Create your own team. And you've got to play against Dada's team that you will not know about until after the show. And then we will unravel our Beat the Expert champion.